How's it going, everybody? My name is JuiceZBox, or should I say GooseZBox, because we're playing some Halo 3 and we're hopping on the Mongoose. So I said I was gonna make a video like this, and I stayed true to my word. We're playing some big team battle on Sandbox, and for those of you who aren't aware of what goosing is, some people may take it more seriously than others. I like to goose. It's very fun. It's basically when you just hop on a Mongoose, which is this vehicle I'm on right now, and you drive around and try to get splatters. So yeah, pretty simple concept. There you see a nice little double splat. And yeah, so today I'm going to talk a little bit about goosing, probably, you know, like why I goose, maybe some tips for goosing, because it's not just a totally random thing. I mean, you have to get pretty lucky sometimes, but there's definitely some things you can do in goosing that'll kind of increase your chances of getting splatters, and that's really all we want, right? With that, see that little splatter emblem, you know, it's just, I've been splattered by goose, and it's kind of embarrassing, I have to say. It does not feel good, so to be able to embarrass other people is just, I guess, a hobby. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and give you guys some tips, what to do, what not to do when goosing. I guess I'll start with what not to do. So basically, first off, you don't want to hop in a party of like 8 people and all go goosing. This is a mistake that I've made before. You know, goosing's fun, and you know you want to goose with your friends, but I say stick to 1, maybe 2 other friends in your party. I just get demolished there. But yeah, stick to like 1 or 2 other friends. Don't go all like, you know, 8 guys fighting over a Mongoose. It's kind of like being at a party in like a total sausage fest, except there's 1 girl there, and it's like 10 guys and 1 girl, and they're all just going after the girl. It's pretty much the same thing. Think of the Mongoose as the girl. The Mongoose is a shapely female. And I'm screwing up the camera here, sorry, but I'll fix it. You know, all the goosers are gonna want to hop on that Mongoose and just start friggin' raping it. But really, I mean, some maps only have 1 goose, some have 2 or 3. You know, Standoff's a good one, has like, you know, so many. But still, you don't want to be fighting over a goose. I mean, that's the point of goosing, is to be on a Mongoose, not waiting for one to spawn. And yeah, same thing. You're at a party, there's 1 girl, 10 sausages. It's just not good. So you'll see here, I found a fellow gooser. This is actually Bowling Mongoose. He's a really good gooser. Shout out Bowling Mongoose. He has maybe 2nd most in the world for splatters with a Mongoose. But yeah, you'll find this every so often when you're goosing. There'll be some cool guys on the other team, not the dicks who like chopper you and stuff like that, but you'll find some cool guys, and they'll hop on the back of your Mongoose, and you just drive them around, kind of. So it's kind of what I'm doing here. So yeah, that's tip number 1. Whenever there's a fellow gooser, be nice to him. We goosers got to stick together. Let him on the back of your Mongoose. You know, if he has a Mongoose, let him splatter you. I mean, or hop on the back of his. You know, it's always good. Yeah, so I went through what not to do. Don't have a sausage fest with your goose. Let's see. Some tips for goosing. Probably while you're goosing more, as you goose more and more, you'll find what maps actually work and what maps don't work. You see, here's my friend Mike. Thanks, Mike. He's gonna brute shot splat me. It's I'll talk about that later. Okay, but there's certain maps that work and certain maps that don't work. Personally, for me, maps like Avalanche, I hate Avalanche. I mean, I've gotten, you know, a fair share of splats on Avalanche, but it's just, it is not a fun map. It's too big, it's too cold. I mean, it's just kind of, it's just not good all around. And there you see a little B-shot action. So there's a couple cool things you can do on the Goose, a couple variations. Yeah, so I mean, the good thing is they have a social big team playlist, so you're gonna get a lot of maps with gooses on them. I think the only map you can get without a goose on it is Longshore, and if you get that, you just rage quit. I mean, it's fine, unless you care about your experience, and you can go try hard. But here's me failing with the camera again. There we go. So I'd say good maps to stick to, and you can, you know, just listen to me, or you can learn it the hard way. Valhalla, it's a good map. Sandbox and Vindictive, which is a variation of Sandbox, both really good maps. So this one I'm playing on is good for splatters. It's, you know, it's a nice small map, for big team at least. I mean, it's a pretty small map, and it's easy to get away. I mean, it's very symmetric. You're not gonna like trip over stuff like, you know, on Avalanche. You just have a bunch of snowballs everywhere, and you know. Okay, so this map, Valhalla, Rat's Nest is all right. I don't mind Rat's Nest. I don't mind it, but you know, you can give me your opinion on that. Yeah. Any Sandbox variation. Now that you also get Sand Trap, that's okay also. I mean, it all depends on what you like. But there are different game types also, and this is where things get a little crazy. Sometimes you get big splockets, which is lasers and Spartan lasers and rockets. And as you can imagine, that's not very good for goosing if everyone has infinite lasers. So that's not the greatest. Sometimes in big team battle they give you heavy, which basically means there's tanks and gauze warthogs and rockets and grenades. Okay, there's grenades in normal, but still, it's not fun. So you know, if you're ever thinking about rage quitting, you know, the time to do it would be, you know, big team heavy on Avalanche. I would pretty much rage quit every time, or just betray a teammate for fun and then have them do you. Whatever works. So those are some tips for the maps. Please take that in consideration. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm gonna kind of talk about what to look out for when you're goosing. Like I said, there's certain paths you're gonna want to take. You see here, I mean, I don't always go in the same path, but I generally try to just stay around the outside on this map, and when I see someone, I kind of swipe in, and I'm like, yo, splat. But for the most part, I don't try to, like, you know, weave too much in and out, because to splatter someone, you need to be going at a pretty high speed for the most part. Sometimes you can get splatters when you're going like 1 mile an hour there. I just splattered Steven. Sorry, Steven. But yeah, for the most part, you need to be going pretty fast. So always just try to maintain velocity. For those of you physics buffs, maintain that distance over time, and you should be good to go. Things to look out for: warthogs. Those things are a pain. Lasers, choppers. The thing that I'm a man. Sorry for that voice crack. But the thing I didn't really realize about goosing when I first started was how annoying choppers are. I mean, I don't know. I might get. I don't think I get killed by a chopper in this game. Maybe I did earlier. But basically, sometimes you're driving and the chopper starts shooting you in the back, and it doesn't even have to kill you, but it just totally flips your Mongoose like 1,000 times, and you're just... Oh, and missile pods. Look out for those. That guy was carrying one. You should probably just splatter the missile pod guy. It's actually pretty easy to splatter missile pod guys because they walk really slow because they're carrying that big ol' missile pod. Alright. I seem to get really off topic. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, okay. What to watch out for. So I said warthogs and choppers. Those are the worst. Rockets, lasers. A lot of times you'll see guys that are standing still, and you're like going towards them with your Mongoose, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna kill him. Oh, nice double swat again. And then they just jump over you and stick you. So just watch out for those little jokers. And yeah, just try to remain positive, because it can get pretty annoying sometimes, but splatter's well worth it. I guess that's all the time I have. I was kind of wanted to talk some more. Dang it. Well, tell me if you like this. Tell me if you like the goosing videos. It can get a little monotonous at times, but hopefully you learned a thing or two, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.